I had the pleasure of working with two salespeople this week I respect immensely. At one point, our conversation seemed to move towards why salespeople are so nervous about being called salespeople. Let's have ourselves a pocket sized pep talk because I guess I was lucky. My father was an amazing salesman and made me proud to be called a salesman. Now it's my turn to remind you of the same lesson.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
The fact is, there are good lawyers and bad lawyers, but we need people from time to time to help us interpret the law. There are good police and bad police, but we need people to help enforce the law. There are good salespeople and bad salespeople, but we need people who can ask us questions we aren't asking ourselves, problem solve, and move us past our fear of change. Some time ago, I was getting ready to give a seminar, and while waiting outside, I heard some people talking, and I kind of slid in, and this one woman looked at me and said, "Can you believe it? We're going to spend the next hour listening to some knucklehead talk about selling." Of course, she didn't know I was the knucklehead, and she went on a little bit further how salespeople are this and salespeople are that. Well, on the way home, I wrote a few things down. And what follows is something that I wrote. And I don't know, I listen to every now and then because it reminds me to respect the industry that I belong to and that I love. If you've ever had a crisis of confidence or question for an instant why the profession of selling, and I mean selling the right way, is vital to so many, this one's for you. Don't bother even asking. If you like it, send me an email. I'll send you a copy. I don't know whether it's a poem or whether it's a story, so sometimes I just call it a stone. It's like a story poem. Here it goes. Called Who Am I? I prevent financial tragedies every time I find a way to get you to finally believe that your retirement and children's education are more important than a 7-day cruise. I save lives every time I persuade someone to stop putting off what if and purchase an item that protects themselves and their loved ones. I assist companies each time I'm able to get a decision maker to look at the big picture and make decisions that reflect total costs to the customer. I looked you in the eye and I asked you some disturbing questions. It upset you, but your anger towards me saved your life and the life of others on a road you would have been too drunk to drive on. I'm the person in the store. You felt put off by all my questions, but wound up with a solution that not only saved your business that day, but saved your job a year later as my product expanded along with your business. I'm the person who changed your mind about skimping on a document that later was responsible for bringing you your biggest customer. I'm the kid standing in the rain outside your door at home. By creating a commitment based on sheer pity, I took some of your money that later saved a tiny piece of land in a small natural paradise. I put up with the stereotypical fallacies that have me portrayed as a buffoon when, in actuality, I was the only one who provided for the future of your family when an early death might have meant devastating and dramatic changes in your loved ones' worlds. I could have taken no for an answer. Sometimes I wish I had. I could not because I had seen the personal tragedy of procrastination. I have empathy for your fear of change because I have similar fears. The fear of the unknown sometimes outweighs the pain of the present. It's my job to move you past those fears and get you to take action in an ethical manner. I may not be apparent to all, but I exist in everyone's soul. Who am I? I'm a salesperson. Walk proud, my friends. Walk proud.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.